Hello, dear, amazing, beautiful world. Today, the inspiration of the topic will be how you daily and how we can daily change and introduce new impulses from moment to moment. This requires a little awareness of will. I say this often, but it requires you to want to find something within yourself, to unite the physical with something spiritual that is not something abstract that you can't connect together, but are wholly and fully connected. The spiritual elements are dancing in the physical elements. We have just forgotten it or have to paint it in through our own free will and choice. In earlier times, we were given wisdom, and it was so obvious and so all-knowing to all in these earlier periods. This was before the Indian times, that it was no doubt what they were given. They were given wisdom and they knew it. But this early clairvoyance, this early clairsentience, this feeling of the spiritual, this union of the spiritual have over time disappeared, and we have become more and more connected to the physical forces and forms. This is, of course, evolution and involution, decline in the spiritual and an ascent in the physical. But we are reaching a point where the physical, our materialistic viewpoint, is becoming decadent, and it is becoming more damaging through the critical thinking we do without the love, with the cold heart, that it becomes a hindrance in many cases. Of course, what the physical and materialistic sciences have given us for comfort, for change in transport and in how we operate with each other, how we have built up societies and different systems, and how we can differentiate these systems and feel ourselves out the different feelings of those beings or systems. Today we have the most clear differentiated consciousness here in the physical, but we have forgotten the spiritual impulses, and we have to introduce them ourselves with our free will anew. And when you introduce it anew for yourself, more often than not, you will experience in life something extremely uplifting and blissful, something so spiritual it can't be denied. And when that happens, you are more or less, how should I say it without sounding? You choose to become a guide, in a sense. You choose to become an initiate. You every day use your focus and your will and your consciousness to try to have different states of consciousness, being in the feeling and in the emotions, or contemplating the thoughts, the images, the videos, the moving colors and forms and sounds. Or we can fully and wholly give ourselves up to will impulses. Of course, if you are conscious of these will impulses, you slowly but surely purify your desires to become more aligned with the spiritual. The desires are no longer to try to feed our ego or try to run away from feelings and thoughts because they are too uncomfortable. We do not try to distract ourselves away from the physical realm. You are here in the physical realm, in your body, feeling your heart pump, feeling your blood circulating, feeling your nerve system pulsing, and building spiritual pictures and processes and beings in relation to these living forms, colors, shapes, and changes. And when you do so, you paint the universe as it is as it should be respected, admired, and be amazed of. Because it is such beauty to sit in all this life. Feel all the life inside you, from the uncomfortable to the most blissful. Be aware of it, be objective of it, and differentiate. When you reach a certain lofty stage, you will see things from a higher perspective, but you do not lose yourself in bigger pictures. You still see details. And the details can be intertwined and dance together from different places on Earth and create something that is unique in that area of the Earth, based on that culture. Everything that is today existed long time ago in physical form. And today it has become conscious thinking. It has become a soul and consciousness faculty. It has become something that, as I said, we have lost a whole lot of our spiritual vision, but because of it we have gained incredible powers and incredible power and skills in this physical realm. And as I said, by uniting the spiritual with the physical, painting with your clear consciousness, you choose this. You will over time build yourself a spiritual cosmos that lives, that breathes, that you are participating in, that you are always giving out results and different consequences based on what we do, what we say, what we think, feel, and how we behave with other human beings. We gain consequences for our actions, both positive and negative, no matter what we do. So it's best to, why not, be the catalyst for a great change. Be the catalyst for spiritual love, for the earthly love, for the true siblinghood of the earth. No longer is countries, except that showing that different culture can be admired. Cultures and tribes in on itself no longer are extremely important, blood ties and such. What is important is to now take small steps, small changes every day to, in free will, unite in an individual consciousness to be one. That is the later picture, and it is quite a sublime and hard picture to imagine. But it will be so. The illusion that evil will win is an illusion. They get disillusioned all the time because it is not sustainable. It is like a parasite, you know? Parasites doesn't know it kills the body it is in, and hence it dies with the body. That is the scary part. So when you are aware of consequences of our actions, of everything we experience, you can be change. You can be spirit. You can be something more than this physical. This physical is a tool, an instrument to play our many different sides and sheaths, like an instrument of soul, an instrument of communication, of sounds, of colors. It is so beautiful. And this you consciously build for yourself. And over time, when you reach a stage where you can have clear imagination, inspiration, you will be able to understand others that have gone through similar experiences, but not necessarily the same, because when you reach certain stages, it becomes kind of universal. It becomes, you connect with your soul, emotion, thinking, and you directly connect here. Not you assume that person is that, and that person assume that person is that, and hence meet each other in the middle, and then be those two characters. That is programming. But if these two are always open, I speak about this and this. Ah, yeah. So when you say this and what about that, and this, and you see, that is interaction. That is soul interaction. True soul connection. And we could never understand each other without spirituality. Spirituality flows through our communication and language, through our words, through our tones, through our posture, everything. We are spirit, a reflection of spirit. This is what I had to say today. May the divine, the Godhead, and all the angelic realms in Christ bless us and guide us and love us further on this path. Love you all. Goodbye.